The shadows starting. NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back.
Mike. Up. You need T.
Bring it. Bring it. Wide, wide, wide. Get wide.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Get ready.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
52 right here. Heavy. Check.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
We play to win.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my #1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check.
Here we go. Can.
Check. Slam.
Heavy. Up.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Baby. Get him, boy.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Check.
To throw here, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
I'm here all day.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Set. 48 Mike. Now watch run. Kill.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away and a very good kick. Angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert 3. Check 13. Check.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Lady!
Man, I got you.
368!
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Guys up! Lady! 2-by-2. Move!
Coming after you.
They go 368!
Choose the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton.
It's going to be a long day.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight end. 4 down.
Check out 368! There's a hot!
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That's it, baby.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
Well, first carry for Javon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Hey, Charlie.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? But they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Kill.
They run. It's Mark Ingram.
Check the backer. Run.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Woo!
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Pulled in at the 24. A minute 52 to play until halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Dalton, 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Here I come again.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. People call it dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Last stop! Last stop!
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
All day, every day, any day.
Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man, Boyd. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
2nd and 5 now. Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Regular.
Check 48's the money.
Hey, foxtrot.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Ingram. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
That's it.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. This is Ingram. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at Elvish?
Typically, what they're doing is...
It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I'm coming. Switch.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Hands up.
2nd and 5 now. Dalton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
You don't want no problem.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means one big score.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Ingram, he's trying to escape. He won't. He's taken down. Ingram taken down in the end zone. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Regular.
Now Joe Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You got it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
52, right 52.
Regular. Come on, boy.
From the gun, Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Easy work. It's easy
Tough
work.
first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4. Jackson now. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
We got this.
Throwing is Jackson. And now he's going to use his legs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Go. Check 3.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Ready up. Mike, 57. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Get it. Right there. All day, baby.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, watch the edge. Let it go.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side, if they stay aggressive, you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They come up in an offset eye.
Stop your whining.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll try and run. Ingram. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because They're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense in with a big play.
On the run, it's Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hands up, lady!
52's the mic.
Check the tight end, check the tight. Check tight.
Check.
368!
Fresno. Switch.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go. Hands up!
Now it's Mixon running right. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the